Here's the series in number 11, and notice that what we're taking the natural log of, 1.5, 1.3, 1.25, 1.2, it's approaching 1. So the terms are getting smaller because the natural log of 1 is 0, so they're getting closer and closer to the natural log of 1. It's approaching 0, so it might be converging, but like the harmonic series, it might also be diverging. How can we tell? We're going to use the integral test. We'll let f of x equal the natural log of x plus 1 over x, a continuous function for this domain, and check our 4 conditions. Does our function output all of the terms of the series? Is the function continuous, positive, and decreasing? So this condition is always met. The second one, this condition, we have a function that is continuous when x is greater or equal to 1, because we're never dividing by 0. Third condition, is this function positive? Well, the log function looks like this, and what we're taking the log of is always a little bit bigger than 1, because x divided by x is 1, so x plus 1 over x is a little bit bigger than 1, so we are always to the right of 1, which means that this expression, this logarithm expression, is always above the x-axis. So yeah, that condition is met. Finally, the last condition, will f of x always be decreasing? Let's find the first derivative. So the derivative of the natural log is 1 over this expression multiplied by the derivative of the expression, which will have to be the quotient rule. Derivative of x plus 1 is 1 times the denominator minus the derivative of the denominator times the numerator all over the denominator squared. When we simplify this, we get negative 1 over x squared plus x. And when x is greater or equal to 1, the denominator will always be positive, the numerator is always negative, so this is always negative, which means that the slope is always decreasing, which means f is decreasing. So our conditions are all met. Time to use the integral test. Our series and this definite integral either both diverge or both converge. So we can answer the question about our series by finding out the convergence or divergence of the definite integral. Taking the antiderivative of this, just like when we derived the antiderivative for the plain old natural log of x, we'll want to use integration by parts, where the log part is our u and the dx is our dv. So v is x, and the derivative of the natural log of x plus 1 over x is 1 over this fraction multiplied by the derivative of this fraction. It all simplifies to this. So the definite integral then is uv minus the integral of v du. And uv gives us x times the natural log of x plus 1 over x. And then when we subtract the definite integral of this product, it becomes plus, and the x and the x cancels out, so we're left with just the integral of 1 over x plus 1, which is the natural log of x plus 1. So we're doing that, evaluating that at b and 1, from b to 1, from 1 to b, or whatever, as b approaches infinity. And so as b approaches infinity, this is infinity, natural log of what's approaching 1, which is approaching 0. So it's sort of it's an indeterminate form, because this factor is approaching infinity, and this factor is approaching 0. But if it diverges, we know this diverges to infinity. If this diverges, it's going to be diverging toward infinity, positive infinity. And if it converges, then when you add it to this divergent term, we have divergent either way. So this definite integral diverges, which means our series diverges by the integral test. Don't forget to communicate that it diverges by the integral test. And if it's late and if this didn't make sense, we can discuss it in class, but you'll need to ask about it. I'll gladly discuss it.